So there were about 15 different ways I could have phrased this whole little spiel I'm going to go on, and this is probably going to be the best. But I ended up waking up early today before I even wanted to record anything. And as per usual, I think it's because December is such a cold month or something. I don't know. It always happens around wintertime. But I woke up with a very deep sense of inadequacy, and I had no idea how to actually deal with it. I think it's because it was 4:30 in the morning and I just was half alive. I didn't really know how to phrase it, so I wrote down some thoughts, and I think that helped, but I don't really know. But before I get into that, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. And again, if you are new here, please consider subscribing, liking the video, and commenting below after you watch the whole video, because I want to hear your thoughts on asking for help, basically, because that's what this whole thing is going to be about. I'm not too sure how much of the piece I'm going to talk about, but like right now, I'll say that I actually liked working on this piece. It was fun, and working on it, during the day when the sun was out was pretty nice as well. And my current mood right now is I want to see the sun, and the sun is currently rising. So yeah, that's where I'm at. But onto the topic. But yeah, I really felt bad this morning. It was weird, and it's been like that for about a month now, honestly. I don't often talk about things like this, but when I do, it's because it has gotten to a point where I wanted to talk about it. Not necessarily because it's gotten so bad or anything, but yeah, that's how that was. So I saw on Twitter yesterday about just a long thread reminding me about how difficult the art job is, and how difficult it was over the past, or ever since the art industry became a thing. Well, actually, the patronage of art became a thing, I should say, because that's actually how they phrased it in the tweet. Phrased it in the tweet. I cannot articulate, but that just reminded me that this is a fun predicament that I've got myself into. I committed a large percentage of my time to doing this stuff like this because I liked it. Well, I still like it, but it's just a funny thing to realize. I never actually took too many steps back to think about it, and then every time I did take a step back to think about where I was and how these things lined up more or less, I never thought of it like the way the tweet did, the way the tweet was phrased, about how artists are actually very much supported by people called Patreons, basically, and how because of those people, an artist can actually achieve what they want to achieve and self-actualize and basically become the best they possibly can in art, with the help of those Patreons, basically people financially supporting them and backing them up and all that good stuff. I never thought about it like that until yesterday. Actually, it was interesting, but then that combined with the way I was feeling this morning, I just was reminding myself that I need to ask for help sometimes. And that's kind of what I did after I ended up thinking about it for like 5 minutes, which also happens a lot more as well when I just think something and then do it, or I think something and then don't do it. It's kind of like what happened last week, but I have no idea how to properly phrase these things. I am reaching out currently as well, so I'll keep you all updated on that, basically. But yeah, that's just it was so interesting this morning, and a large part of me wanted to just crawl back in bed, honestly. But I have that thing where I just don't go back to sleep whenever I wake up, and I actually get out the bed. I blame my grandfather for that, but I can't do it right now. I just saw him last week. I can't blame him for anything. But yeah, that's funny. Honestly, I have no idea what else to say. That was honestly what I wanted to just vocalize and put it out on wax and everything. And for all you youngsters out there who don't know what wax is, look up wax. Look up vinyl records and stuff. But I had a feeling that doing this will put me in a better mood, and yeah, honestly, it has. So it was such an interesting morning. Such an interesting day yesterday as well, because I have spent the last 2 days playing Dark Souls 3. And as a person who would call myself giving myself a break from some projects and partially a little bit procrastinating as well, I'm surprised that I would pick Dark Souls of all games to do that, but I got a lot of good art inspiration from playing Dark Souls so far. The fact that I can create my own character, and I did that. I did it last week, then I uninstalled the game because it was too hard, and then I came back to it because that's how I do. I'm a masochist at times, and then it's just it's odd, basically. But as I created my character in Dark Souls, and I just started playing the game, I got some inspiration for one of my characters, and I'm going to continue playing, and if I get some more ideas, I'm going to probably draw those out. But I have a couple of other things I want to do as well in relation to that. So I'm probably going to multitask today while I do it. I have no idea what I just said. I have a sketchbook I want to finish up, so I'm going to do some doodles while I play Dark Souls. That's what I want to say. There you go. But that's going to be interesting. All of this happened while I was drafting a document for an assistant as well. I actually recall that I actually recall it happening last Thursday, on Thanksgiving, actually. I didn't think about it until now. Okay. Well, time for me to do some retracing of my steps. But yeah, that's how that worked. Okay. You all are listening to me live, realize something like on the fly, more or less, that I didn't understand until I started talking about it. So that's how life works. This background I liked. This entire piece I liked, actually. Last week was a good week to do all of this, and I really liked it. I don't know if this actually got me out of a rut or what, but this one was nice. And having this one on my wall is a nice piece to break up everything. In the end, I liked the blue that I used here. It's weird to still say how the blue made me feel, more or less, but it made me feel blue. And I guess that's my current mood for the beginning of December. It was fun, though. It was fun. But as we finish this up, this was an odd piece, though. But as we finish all of this up, you're gonna see a bit of me just overdoing and overbrushing, just like I did with the next couple of pieces. But it's a work in progress as per usual, and the pencil sketch was great. I actually added trees in before I started recording everything because I wanted to make her look a bit more transparent, and it worked a bit better than I thought it would have, but I could have darkened up a couple of things. Not really. So here is the finished piece, and I do hope that you all enjoyed me ramble on and talk about my need for some help and my need for changing a couple of things. And once again, if you enjoyed the video, please comment below and tell me if you actually did, and tell me what you think of the piece. Also tell me what you think of, tell me a random thought in the comments below. And until the next time, I will see you all later.